I'm here with some quotes for you today. Bear with me for 1 second. Okay, here's the first one. It breaks my heart that today is a day when so much emphasis is placed on skin color. I want a 5-member council accountable to me, not just one. I urge this council to vote no, as the racial makeup of the council is irrelevant and ever-changing. Here's another set of quotes. The chair is obviously incompetent and unqualified to hold that position as superficial and relatively inconsequential as it is. But the same could probably be said of at least 90% of the members of this committee. You can sum up the inefficiency and dysfunctional nature of district-type elections in one word: Congress. Those quotes are from the new appointees that are on your committee today. The first 3 are from Sandy Day, and the last 2 are from Mr. Keith Olson. These appointments are a slap in the face to the Hispanic residents of the city and the members and the minorities of this city. They obviously are closed-minded to the entire goal of this committee. And honestly, Councilmember Kris Murray could not have appointed the worst people to this committee. Could not have appointed worse members of this committee. With that said, I urge the new committee members to watch the video of our previous meetings. We have a little bit of a low turnout today, but in the past we've had a huge throng of citizens that have come here and that have requested district elections for the city. Over 90% easily can be said to have come here with that opinion. I hope you too remain open-minded to this process, and that despite previous public comments that you've made on the matter, that hopefully perhaps somehow you found a change of heart and that you remain open-minded to the process. It's such a late part that you're joining us here. I mean, we've been meeting since before January, and there's a lot of content out there. And I hope that you could, educate yourselves a little bit in regards to what districts really bring to the city, the amount of willingness that there are in the citizenry to implement this kind of system. And we're not here because people are complaining. We're not here because people are whining. We're here because the system is stacked against a significant portion of the population, and that has to end. This lawsuit would have brought about an end to it, but we're deflecting and we're asking for more time here, and I hope that you consider these issues carefully and impartially, despite your past positions and despite the fact that you've insulted this committee previously. Thank you very much.
Sir, excuse me.
Yes.
Would you please repeat my comment, because I am so proud of that comment. So I want to make sure that everybody in the public hears it and understands it.
Sure. Do you want me to repeat the one where you...
It breaks my heart.
Okay. Well, it goes on. It's not just that part.
Please repeat what you
Sure.
just stated.
I'll repeat all 3 of them. It breaks my heart that today is a day when so much emphasis is placed on skin color. I want 5 council members accountable to me, not just one. And I urge the council to vote no, as the racial makeup of the council is irrelevant and ever-changing. And that last one is in direct reference to this committee. That last one's in direct reference to this committee. So I don't know why you would bother being appointed to it if you're so close-minded on the process. I mean, could you enlighten us? Why would you want to be appointed to a committee where you don't even think it should exist? You don't think there's a problem?
No, I love this committee. I love this committee. I think it was brilliant that the city council took the time to create this committee for reasons that were mentioned earlier this evening. I think it's a very important process that we're undergoing. I've appreciated all the speakers.
You urge the council to vote no?
Vote no.
In the creation of this committee?
Let's move on.
Okay,
Thank
let's move on. Thank you.
I would like to make a
Time
comment.
out.
Yeah.
Listen, pal, hey, excuse me. I will stand by my reference to Congress as being a good example of how.
Are you going to apologize to the chair?
Can't work, or how this system, how there are ways this approach can't work. I will also say that your comments also sound rather closed-minded. You've already made up your mind your opinion. And I don't think there's anybody on this committee that didn't come into this with at least some sort of idea of how things would or would not work.
That point is made clear when you said that everyone who is appointed on this committee is appointed for a specific reason and that they already know which way they're voting. That's on the
I
same
believe-
common thread
I
that you
believe
left on the
I
colony.
believe that is how this started, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so
I would like,
I'm going to close this right now, since this is not with the presentation. This is not questions per the presentation, so I'd like to close this portion.